because it's day 25 and you don't want to miss it. All right. Today we're targeting lower body. All right. So we're doing abs, arms, legs, and a bit of booty popping. All right. So stay tuned. I am Lola Nalfire, fit and fearless based in Canada. All right. The time is 5:46 a.m. All right. Let's get it some easy peasy workout that you don't want to miss. All right. Before we get into it, kindly subscribe, comment, like, share, so I know you're enjoying with me, you're active with me. All right, let's get it. Also, I hope you heard everything I said. Okay. Sometimes my phone can go very loose and things happen, but if you didn't, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you. All right, let's go. Good morning, Ebola. How are you, my darling? All right, let's go, guys. Easy peasy workout. Body energy and work according to your body speed. All right, before you break something, no equipment needed. Let's go. All right. I hope you're feeling great. Let's get down for the second one. Woo! I hope by now, with all these challenge, you're at least able to touch the floor or touch your toe. Okay? What that is doing is, you see here? Yeah. And also right here. Yeah, nice work, man. Okay. Let's do the second one. We're doing nice deep stretch, alright? Alright, let's continue. Excuse me. Body nice and healthy. All right, let's go. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I shouldn't have stopped. But let's see if we got this. I hope we're feeling awesome. Yeah? Okay. Woo! Okay. Let's do another lower body to increase it up. Alright? Let's do 5 optimum twists to get slim waist. Okay? So let's go. Are you ready? 1. Stay low. Excuse me. We're aiming for the stomach. under the chest. All right, making sure we're nice and secure. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Last one. Let's go here. All right. Excuse me. are you, darling? I hope you guys are doing awesome. Okay. I hope you're working out with me. Let's keep going. We're done with that. Okay. Let's do some back twisting. Let's get down to legs. Mr. No it are a how are you, babe? Okay, let's get down to legs and then rack it up, okay? Are you guys enjoying the workout? Are you doing good? All right, let's get it. Oh, hallelujah. All right. Let's go. We are done. Woo! This is the end of day 25 of our 1 month glow up, guys. Established, done, dealt with. All right. I hope you didn't miss it. And if you did, don't worry. You'll catch on. All right. Because I will immediately release this so you can have the opportunity to check it out. All right. We're done, guys. How did I do? How was the workout? Thank you for being here. Thank you for that, babe. Thank you. Nico, are you okay? But anyway, guys, we have come to the end of our beautiful session. I hope you enjoyed it. It was quick. It was beautiful. It was nice. That's what we need, you know. Results. Very important. Okay, as I always say, Do what I do. Copy what I copy what I do. Okay? Body energy only. Slow pace. Be careful before you hurt yourself, and then you come and blame me. I don't want that. No accidents, okay? Easy peasy. You get me? So let's continue to do this more and more. Okay, tomorrow, stay tuned for day 26. All right, we are glowing up to the top. All right, you don't want to miss it. You know what I mean? I mean, you see my page by now. You see what I'm doing to people, and you see the comments, what the amazing motivation that is going on. You know, I like it. My people are here, and I love it. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for staying tuned, for coming. I'm going to give y'all some time so we can do some chit chat, you know, before I go and do some stuff, because it's 7 a.m., you know, 7 a.m., so early in the morning. What's everyone doing for the weekend? How's your weekend going? What are you going to do? Now that the workout was so early, if you came, awesome. If you didn't, if you missed it, don't worry. You can go to my page and do your workout there. But I hope you are going to have fun for the weekend. You're going to go out or, you know, do something with family, friends. You know what I mean? Yeah. And hopefully you're staying safe. Okay? It's very important. Very, very important. Hi, Via, how are you? Via, how are you, my darling? Did you enjoy my workout? Thank you, babe. Thank you. I hope you liked the workout. This is what got me this fit. This. Nay, Neron. I hope I'm pronouncing your names right. How are you, my darling? How's your weekend going? I hope you enjoy my workouts. Try some bangs style. You want me to do bangs? Thank you for that. I will try it. I'll try it. Your looks like Supergirl. Funny. No. A black Supergirl. Okay, let me do your 360 because, you know, whenever you stay at the end of this beautiful session, or 360 gotta happen, okay? Thank you, babe. Thank you. Mm-hmm. So let's do a 360. You ready? Look at my clothes, guys. See? And the challenge is not completed yet. We still got a little more to push in. I'm really, really excited for this. Looking gorgeous, girl, period. Hey, let's go. Let's go. That's right, babe. Thank you. Okay. There, I'm not going to go. I'm going to stay around for a bit. Okay. But just in case I do take off, though, you're going to see me again. You know what I mean? A whole queen. Okay. So don't worry. I'm going to come back. So y'all stick around, okay? Stay in the corner. Okay, let me do a 360. Ready? Yes, I think you're so clever, girl. Oh, thank you, babe. You are too. You are too. The curve, though, right? Gang, gang, gang. But I said you need to come later today, please. Oh, don't worry, I will. I have something cooking. Yeah, done now. Come in, so that's what I'm saying. Stick around so you don't miss out. Also, subscribe so you don't miss out. Also, like the live so you don't miss out. I'm just oh, gosh. I play too much. If y'all don't like a babe that play, you're missing out. I'm just loving me body. Like, what? Ah, Jesus. Now, maybe this. I didn't know I would have gone from who I was before to who I am now. Like amazing results, amazing transformation. Where are you from, gorgeous? I'm from Canada, my lovely. I'm from Canada. You will marry me. Bola, if you have the money in the world to spoil me, then darling, yes, I will marry you. Go digger alert. I wish I was slim like you. Nay, Neron. Yes, you can be slim like me. Definitely. Just so you know, quickly subscribe if you have not subscribed, okay? So you don't miss out. You can go to my videos, check me out first, and see if my growth, my journey will motivate you for you to be slim like me, okay? So what I do is easy peasy, no equipment required, okay? Just your body strength, body energy, stand-up workouts that will slim you like this and keep you healthy and beautiful, okay? Whether you're a queen or a king, okay? Whether you're a midget, a tall, a slim, whatever you are, my workout is here for you. Everybody, every race. Which country are you living? Canada. That sounds great. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Do you guys like this playlist? Do you like my playlist? Or should I change it? I want to see at least 2 or 3 people saying it's cool, it's okay. And then for tomorrow, we can use this. I subscribe already. Oh, thank you, Bola. Bola, you're like my secret husband. I mean, you did say you would marry me and spoil me. Yes, it's nice. All right, thank you. So I will keep this one then. I'll keep this. Hopefully I don't lose it because I had awesome beats, but they just run off. Make I take a screenshot. There you go. So I remember. Can you change to Nicki Minaj, right, if you're okay with it? Oh, I wish, my darling, but I can't because of copyright. Okay, I gotta be respectful to the rules. Okay, follow the rules and live longer. Enjoy yourself. So let's manage what we have right now. Okay, I apologize for that, babe. Canna beauty, so good. Yeah, you know what I mean. No problem, girl. Appreciate you for understanding. Thank you so much. Remember though, is you plus me equal what? You two. Period. All right, so continue to glow with me, okay? Yeah, we'll do good things. Uni. But I can change the beat now because we're done working out. I can change it and go into a softer beat. Yeah. Who likes my hair? All right, guys, thank you so much. We came for workout, okay? As I said, you're doing awesome. Those of you who came in, pay your dues, you know, communicated with me. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Continue to be and stay amazing. Okay, I will see you again soon. You don't know that. I know that. So I will see you again. Thank you so much. Let's do this tomorrow again, all right? Cute hair. Medusa hairstyle. I know just one person will say that. The hair good. The hair. Oh God. Neron, do you have a problem with my hair? I don't think so. My favorite girl on this app. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, my darling. I am also a fitness lover. Oh, yes, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, that's right. It was a compliment. Oh, okay. Because I was ready to box you, but with love, you know? That's what we do. We're peacemakers. Okay, let me tell you, working out is cool when you know your way around, when you figure out certain things, when you know what your body needs and what your body don't need. Okay, like you enjoy working out so much that it becomes a passion, it becomes something lovable, enjoyable that you don't even want to stop. Okay, so that's what I've done. Took it into something that I love, that I can do anywhere, everywhere that I go, even in a hole. I can do this easy peasy workout, even with my eyes closed, with no equipment. That's how awesome and beautiful they are. Okay, we are done for today. Tomorrow is a new day. Okay, so stay tuned, stay glowy. Thank you so much. Bye.